What's up everyone? Welcome to the Brawl Project. Today's video is footage from my stream last week where we played F&M at Home Historic Brawl, and this is just gameplay footage from that stream. If you're looking for the deck text for the decks featured in these videos, I did them in a previous video that didn't have any gameplay, that was just preparation for the event. Anyway, enjoy the video. If you do enjoy it, please like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me out. And yeah, I hope you enjoy Historic Brawl because I definitely had a blast. We're going to move on to the next deck. We have 3 down and 4 to go, right? We've done Gitrog, we've done Teferi, that was very short and very brutal. We've done Erebos. Alright, let's do the Artifact and Enchantment decks next. Oh, we did Zakama. No, we didn't do Zakama. I haven't done Zakama yet today. We just watched other people play Zakama. And I think I played some Zakama on my own last night. Alright, here we go. So let's try this artifact deck because I'm pretty excited about it. All right, so if you're wondering what we're doing today, we are playing through the decks that I featured in last night's deck tech or yesterday's deck tech. You can check out the video if you're looking for deck techs of the decks that we're playing today, but I'm not gonna be going through those on my own here. We're just playing some games and going through every deck if we can. Alright, Crashing Drawbridge is a nice one with Emry. Search for Azcanta is also, like, pretty insane. This hand is just missing the 1-drop. Well, it's missing Accelerants, but it's also missing the 1-drop artifact, which is pretty good for it. Alright, so which would I rather have? Search or Drawbridge? Yeah, Search isn't flipping yet, so I think I want artifacts to reduce the cost of Emry. Like, if I draw a 2-drop artifact, I'm going to want to play that, and then probably play Emry. Jeez, opponent is really ramping here. They're going to get Yarok down on the next turn. It's going to be scary. Alright, there we go. Alright, this is some action. Get to mill 4 here. Ooh, there's a Gilded Lotus. That's kind of cool. I can sacrifice this, and I probably will. I guess I might as well do it now. Hold on. I really want to sacrifice one of my opponent's cards, but I don't think they're even going to do that. So I'm going to do this, exile one of these islands. I don't need that many of them. In case I draw the Mox... whatever Mox it is. Last time, not that lucky. So they're going to get Yarok down, which means that next turn they can, like, double Agent of Treachery or something, which would be terrifying. Midnight Clock. Alright, not bad. Another egg. I want to get the Search for Azcanta down this turn. On the bottom. We already have an egg going. I don't think we need another one. Alright, but I'm at the mercy of my opponent. If they have anything cool they can do with Yarok, I am just totally exposed to it. Alright, so what you got? Agent of Treachery just totally blows me up here. Cavalier, probably fine. Thorn Mammoth, kill both of my creatures, probably blows me up too. The Great Henge. Okay. My opponent can draw some cards here. That's a lot of cards. That's 4 cards they get to draw. They only have 1 mana left. That is so many cards. Alright, we'll take it. Our opponent really got the jump on us here. Negate? I probably want to keep that on top. If I can negate what my opponent plays, like, if I do this turn is negate, and, like, play this Gilded Lotus and am able to negate what my opponent plays, like, especially if they spend a lot of mana on it, I think I could have a shot. Like, next turn we have a lot of mana, we've got Meteor Golem. I just wish that I had, like, the negate for the Great Henge. Hopefully they go for either a big Planeswalker here, unlikely, or, like, a Mass Manipulation, which is something they could be doing. But most of the time they just play creatures, and that would be really bad for me. Dungeon Geist, that's annoying, but fine. Taps down both my creatures. And draws them 2 cards. My opponent just has way too many cards. There's no way I'm getting out of this. They don't have a ton of mana here, but they don't really need it either. So I need to take down Yarok. They could easily have just a counterspell here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, if that Midnight Clock gets up too high, it actually goes off whether they want it to or not. Let's put it in the graveyard. Psy Master Thopterist. Alright, well, let's play this. We've got the negate to back it up. Hit Yarok. Jeez. I don't even know if it's right to hit Yarok. It's probably right to hit Yarok here. We need to have them spend their next turn playing it. I mean, gotta use the negate on something. Them getting 2 lands for a negate seems worth it enough? I don't know. They're just gonna... They can just replay Yarok and then draw 2 cards off the Great Hand immediately, and I think that's going to spell the doom for me. I don't really know how I get out of this. I'm just gonna concede. I just can't imagine a world where they're drawing this many cards and I've got some sort of shot, especially with Emry locked down and no real way of getting it back. Alright, let's try this again. What is the Mox Amber? Mox Amber, that's the one from Dominaria, right? Alright, Thassa. 2 mono blue decks battling it out. Let's see what happens. Well, I've got to search for Escanta. I really like that. Search just feels so busted to me. I have to remember, anytime my opponent's playing Thassa, I have to watch out for the, I'll put that in the graveyard. We'll build up toward... It's generally better to put things in the graveyard with search, right? I need to watch out for when they play the Agent of Treachery with Thassa on the table and get 2 things, because I lose to that a lot. So we're just going to draw here with Tome of Legends. Oh boy. So we're against the Flash version. I see. Well, I sure wish I had a negate for that Narset.
I must stay focused.
It does mean we're going to be able to resolve whatever we want this turn. So I can play Emry. What is the Emry deck trying to do? Well, you're trying to use Recursion on your artifacts to generate a ton of value, and then you win with something that is a payoff of that. Like, you have a lot of resources, so just a big artifact like God Pharaoh statue or whatever is generally pretty good. Okay, we're gonna bin this. We've got a negate to protect against the Sinister Sabotage, so that's something. We also get to draw a card with Tome of Legends, which is pretty cool. So, like, I think if they're playing the counterspell game, we're actually pretty okay with that. Alright, so we're gonna... Midnight Clock. Midnight Clock into Emry... Or actually, Midnight Clock into Drawbridge. And then we'll play Emry on the next turn and we'll have Negate up. Is that good? Crashing Drawbridge does block, which is neat, but then we get to draw a card if we just do this now. I think this is fine. We'll see it coming. We have the negate. This should be fine. And this will block, you know, 2 damage from Brineborn Cutthroat or whatever. So usually we're good against decks that play a lot of counterspells because our commander is super cheap and has to be countered, especially in a situation with this, like this with Crashing Drawbridge. And we just have a lot of recursion. So we know they have a Sinister Sabotage. We know they have an Unsummon. And they're passing the turn. I'll keep that Adrian Treachery. So we'll keep that in the library. Because at some point they're going to have to like tap out for Thassa or tap low for Thassa or whatever. So here's Emry. We don't even have to counter the Sinister Sabotage. Like, yeah, okay. How much is Emry going to cost this next time? 2. And summon the Crashing Drawbridge. I think that's fine. This is a 4/3, so it's pretty big. That's fine. Ooh, Mox Amber, that's a big one. Maybe... If I tapped my Crashing Drawbridge, maybe I would have gotten a, It's possible I would have just gotten haste on Emry anyway, and been able to just, like, play out the Mox Amber or whatever. Okay, so, they're bringing back the Unsummon. They need to be efficient with their mana. We're going to get to draw with Tome of Legends, and we have Negate up if they try to do anything to our Emry. Got it. Heck, we can even attack. Okay, so whatever it is probably going in the graveyard. The mana is going to be important. Graveyard, yeah. Okay, transform. Alright, so we've got a lot of options here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 mana. I can play the Mox Amber for free, so I can just get that immediately. Alright, let's see what we got. Insignia is definitely welcome. I'd like to draw both of these if I could. I actually do need the land next turn. Let's just do that. You know what? I'm just gonna attack Narset. Like, that puts a counter on our Tome of Legends. It frees us up to draw an extra card every turn. Alright, fine. You can also eventually win with We can also eventually win with Folio of Fancies if we want, but like we just have so much mana that if our opponent's plan is to leave up counter magic, I think we'll be fine. We'll draw an extra card with Tome of Legends. We can tap Emry to put one of these in play. We can steal one of our opponent's big things. We can get haste. Sure, I'll fire out the gate. Just because I don't want to be taxed by 2 mana every turn. Alright, do we think they have an answer for Agent of Treachery? We only have 2 mana free, so I can get the Mox Amber in order to get an additional mana. I think that's what we do. They definitely have some sort of something. Alright, I'll just take their big creature. That's fine. Haste, attack Narset. Yeah, just kind of bury them and stuff. At some point we'll hit like a Meteor Golem or a whatever what is it called? The Shrine of the God Pharaoh? The 6-drop artifact that makes all spells cost 2 more, and then it's really hard for them to catch up because we've got like card advantage on engines online. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that means that if we want to activate Emry, then we have to let our opponent draw a card. But that's fine also. If we've got Azcanta, we don't need lands. We can also activate Folio of Fancies at the end of our opponent's turn. Playing against counterspells, that might not be the best, but well, we can activate it for 1 here. I think that's good when we have 0 cards in hand. And we just trade resources with our opponent and generate more resources, I guess. What can I say? Plus, it's just fun having this many permanents on board. Sure, maybe not all of them are winners, but they all have their little role. Our opponent has 6 lands in play. I guess that was getting close to laying us draw. Laying us draw 7. this. There we go. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just take both of those. Oh. I just want to F6 through my opponent's turn. I guess there is something like River's Rebuke in this deck. So we could have all these things go back to our hand, but I'm not too concerned. Maybe they've got... Oh, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just gonna play stuff out, you know? They could have a Dream... what's it called? Dream Eater? The one that's Surveil for when it enters the battlefield? I don't have a man for this, apparently. That's fine. We've got the Brazen Borrower to flash in if they want to attack in the air. No? I guess it is a little ridiculous that we still haven't managed to finish our opponent off at this point, but, you know. There's a lot of different ways to actually end the game. You can use Folio Fancies, you can attack with really small creatures like we're doing now, and you can wait for them to die to Godpharaoh statue. All of them legitimate. Some might be more successful than others. Shimmer Dragon is actually a way to close the game out really quickly. I don't know why they didn't play their creatures, but, you know. I think I've run out of daily wins to acquire, unfortunately, at this point. Joda! Ooh, this is interesting. This is a 5-color commander that you can go really big with. I go first, and I've got an Arcane Signet? Awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have blue source to play the Renowned Weaponsmith on turn 2, because that would be pretty good. Ooh, but hold on. I do have Arcane Signet. This is one of the starts that is appealing about this deck. Arcane Signet, all of a sudden, Mox Amber I can play for 0, and I can play Emry immediately. Next turn I'll have at least 4 mana. My opponent's own Arcane Signet. Ooh, just one off from having enough for for Gilded Lotus, that would be really good. Okay, oh, I think Negate's going to be good against them. Yeah, missing land drops is very unfortunate, but we have to deal. Boom, attack. Alright, so if we get swept up here, that's pretty bad. They don't have 5 mana, so they can't cast whatever. But post that, I think we're going to have Negate protection up. Alright, so let's get that Gilded Lotus going. Unfortunately, my Shimmer Dragon is in my graveyard because that's a big one as far as closing the game out goes. Still got lots of mana. Let's play this also. Only 2 lands in play, but look at what else we've got. Should be pretty easy to just play stuff from my graveyard from here. I don't have an egg yet either. That would let me draw an additional card every turn. But we are going to play God Pharaoh Statue. We've got the Negate this turn. We've got God Pharaoh Statue for the next turn. I guess we can also get up to Midnight Clock. Well, that's kind of an egg. Alright, well, let's jam this God Pharaoh Statue. See what my opponent says. Why did it not tap the Renowned Weaponsmith? Auto tapper. This is better than destroying 2 lands. Alright, Shadow Spear. Well, we've got a lot of stuff in play with only 2 lands. I feel accomplished. My opponent definitely has more lands out there than I do. I'll negate that. Alright, there we go. Ideally, you don't have quite that much imbalance because lands are important. They are the easiest way to cast spells. The most efficient way to cast spells. But, you know, a million artifacts plus God Pharaoh Statue, I'll accept. Alright, opponent goes first. We do have Witching Well, Scrabbling Claws. This is a turn 2 Amara with Crucible of Worlds. So if we find our 3rd land, we're pretty set. So I'm pretty happy about this. 15-3, that's good. Day 2, you want to be 19 and 9 is guaranteed. 18 and 8 has to sweat breakers. Alright, so that guarantees that I'll draw the land next turn, and that I'll have the land in the graveyard for the Crucible of Worlds. Scrabbling Claws. Emry. Yeah, good job. Congratulations. I expected no less. Well, I think I just get the Tome of Legends here. I could get Amulet. Aggro is really actually the thing that screws me up with this deck. Song of Freyalise. That's pretty good. Geez, that's really good with Amara. I'm impressed. Because now this is going to have... and this is going to be able to... It's going to be able to produce mana. Oh, okay. So I guess we just go for the fast Antiquities War win here. So we just want as many artifacts in play as possible. That means Traveler's Amulet. Treasure map. Maybe I was supposed to just go with the treasure map. And try to make the treasures so that I can win with the Antiquities War. Maybe that was what I was supposed to do. Okay, so next turn we play Crucible of Worlds. We play the land from the graveyard. I guess we scry with treasure map. Yeah, these will go off about the same time. I think that's fine. As long as we don't die before then, which we're definitely prone to doing. This deck's good against counterspells, but against decks that are just doing a straightforward strategy, it doesn't assemble the most, well, I mean, if that's all they're doing, that's not the scariest thing. Against linear strategies, it's not necessarily the most powerful. So Crucible of Worlds, get that land. So then next turn, what we can do is we can do the Scry, we can play the Antiquities War, and then hope that we can get the last chapters of the Antiquities War off before we die to this. Oh boy. I think our opponent has us dead in 2 turns. They're attacking for roughly 1 million here, and then they're attacking for 1 million plus 8 on the next turn. Ha! They have Vigilance. No creature for you. And my opponent's gaining life all the while. So I can scry with Treasure Map. 5 mana the next turn, but I would have to basically have to get down the Antiquities War if I want to put a clock on my opponent. If I do that, well, okay. What about Sai? Sai can make some artifacts which can block for a little while, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, I can play Ghost Quarter from the graveyard. Look, we're getting a ton of value, but it's not enough. Maybe if I have enough flying blockers, I think I'm just dead here. I mean, do I even have enough blockers to survive this turn? I can chump block with the Thopter token, but I'm out of lands in graveyard. My graveyard just doesn't have anything else. I've got a lot of stuff in play, but it's not... I don't have the time to utilize it. Like, this could turn into a card. This can turn into a card. This can turn into a card. Alright. Good game, opponent. You got us. So far today, we've been suffering against the decks that are really straightforward. Alright, we'll play one more game with this Emry deck, and then we'll switch to enchantments with Calyx. Alright, speaking of linear decks, Alright, we need a fast start, and turn 1 million mass manipulation is not going to do it. Here we go. Okay. This has some potential. We're going first, so maybe. We get to play Mox Amber and immediately play Emry. It's like a Lotus Petal that doesn't even sacrifice itself. We even have 1 mana, though we can't utilize it this turn. On this next turn, we get to play Mana Geode. And then we have 2 mana left over to do whatever with. Play the Treasure Trove or maybe Tome of Legends. Yeah, more Mana Rocks. I'm down for more Mana Rocks. Alright, let's play Tome of Legends. I want to play the expensive ones. So, yeah, next turn we get the Immortal Sun. And I think we just jam it, like... Get to draw an additional card? Sounds good to me. The other thing we can do is we could play Midnight Clock, Witching Well. Nah, let's just play this. No Planeswalk, like, it shuts off if my opponent was going to play a Vivian or something. Also, if my opponent just has Destroy Target Artifact, we're in a lot of trouble. Also means that Meteor Golem is a little cheaper. Beast Whisperer, we can take that down. We can take that down with Meteor Golem. I'm just taking 7 here. But then we can, you know, do the Meteor Golem loop by chump blocking with Meteor Golem. They're getting awfully close to Galta. Alright, draw an additional card. Don't mind if I do. Traveler's Amulet? Ooh. That's how I'm getting my next land. Very useful. Yeah, okay, okay. Play that. Play Meteor Golem. Take down the Beast Whisper. I need to make sure I don't die. I think I just take down Vervo. My opponent has cards in hand. That's not where the game's at right now. Right, just replay the Traveler's Amulet for free. So my opponent's definitely going to be able to draw some cards here. But hey, we're drawing cards too. We're deploying really quickly. No Planeswalker abilities. Finale of Devastation for 3. Is this Reclamation Sage on the Immortal Sun? Well, opponent. Oh, it's Steel Leaf Champions. So they're just going straight for Galta. Right, we're gonna draw an extra card here. Spell Pierce. Alright. Wand of Vertebrae, that's free. May as well play it. I don't have any way of like sacrificing the Meteor Golem. I guess I'd draw an additional card here. Alright. Clock. Treasure map. Well, maybe I needed to activate the Witching Well this turn. Karn doesn't do anything under the Immortal Sun. So I guess what I'm doing, I have 2 3-mana left. I'm going to... Have I not been activating this? Oh, I'm foolish. Yeah, my opponent's just going to get a Galta. That's the long and the short of it. I've got 3 mana left. I can activate the treasure map. Gonna have us both draw a card with Folio Fancies. And we're gonna have to try to hit something that can deal with Galta, like we need a Mass Manipulation or a what's the other one that works? Agent of Treachery. Ooh, I am happy to trade this. Unless they're going to exile my graveyard. That's fine.
Would you like to see what's left of Skull?
So let's both draw. And I'm going to scry. Hey, there we go. Woo! Oh, sweet, and a Godpharaoh statue. Do I have enough for both? I have 1, 2... No, I'm just 1 short. Well, so be it. That really seems worth that. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3? Have I played land this turn? I think I have. Okay, well, we'll just do the, this thing. Alright, cool. I don't know how they deal with this Galta. Well, my opponent is still drawing cards amidst all this. Alright, we're both going to draw an extra card. Alright, they don't want to deal with the Galta. I was going to get the God Pharaoh statue down, and that was going to slow my opponent down as I continue to draw cards, so that was going to happen eventually. Apparently this deck, it takes a long time to actually go from getting in a position where you can generate a ton of value to winning, but hey, that's the fun part of the game or something. Alright, so that was Emry Artifacts. We're going to go on to Calyx in just a minute. I'm going to